Umaga mga kapatid, happy anniversary. Allow me to just share a bit about Mike's life in the hope that we can imitate even a bit of it as we live our life now. CYA did not exist when I first met Mike as a college student, but even at that time, he was bringing young people to fun, evangelistic environments where we could encounter God in song, in skits, and personal sharings. Mike not only challenged us to live all of our life for God, but he really discipled us. He took us by the hand. He taught us how to pray, how to worship, how to evangelize, how to live life in community. He even taught us the small stuff, like how to play the guitar, how to play badminton, how to just have good, clean fun and live a full life in the Lord. It was really as Jesus called the disciples his friends. Mike was not only a brother, but a true friend in Christ. Even before we were invited by Mike to join the first staff of CYA, he gave us real-life opportunities to evangelize. As in the video May said, he brought us to Luneta, he brought us all over the country, he gave us opportunities to serve in student retreats, and numerous opportunities to see the work of God in our lives. I remember when he asked me one time to share at a prayer rally in Araneta Coliseum. Of course, I was scared and nervous to speak before an audience of 5,000. But Mike would always call us out of our comfort zone. He would always challenge us to give our all to God. He said, "Nothing is too much if done for the Lord." And Mike, who was quick to obey the Lord, would call us on to the same prompt obedience. I remember Mike told me once, he said, "Beth, alam ko sa puso mo, gusto mong gawin ang sinasabi sa'yo ng Panginoon. Kaya do yourself a favor. Say yes to God now and don't struggle with what He's asking you to do." This was the man God used to begin CYA. Mike was not thinking of founding a national movement. He was just focused on loving and obeying God and doing whatever God asked of him in season and out of season, whether convenient or inconvenient. I was surprised when Mike told me that he was essentially a shy person and an introvert. Because he was so natural in relating to people, people were drawn to him, and he genuinely loved people with the love of Christ. But that just shows how much Mike allowed God to take control of his life and allowed God to use him to bring so many people to the Lord. At Mike's funeral mass, I was approached by a woman who Mike asked us to take care of when she was trying to kick the drug habit early on in her life. And she literally said, "Mike saved me from the fires of hell." She is now a committed Christian serving the Lord. At the same mass, another woman approached me, someone who attended a retreat we gave in the late 70s. And I hadn't seen her since that retreat. But she came up and said that retreat, her encounter with Mike and the CYA team, really, it changed her life. And even if she had been through serious medical challenges in recent years, she still treasures the faith that she discovered as a young person. These are but a few of the thousands whose lives changed because of Mike. I pray that Mike's legacy will continue in CYA, and that many more like him will be raised up. May he be multiplied in our midst. May Mike's life show us what God can do with one life totally given to God, and may we follow the path Mike has blazed ahead of us. Salamat, Mike, sa buhay na binigay mo kay Kristo, sa ating Panginoon. Salamat at binigay mo ng buong buhay habang buhay. God be praised in the life of Mike. Amen.
To honor the memory and the legacy of Mike, we would like to present 3 tokens of CYA's gratitude and appreciation for Mike's vision, for his leadership, for his wisdom, and for his inspiration. I'd like to call on Ms. Maylie Gaspi, the very first woman staffer of CYA, to help me present and explain the meaning behind these tokens. Let's welcome May. And to receive these tokens, we have invited Jo Basa Joseph, the wife of Mike, as well as Claire, their daughter. Jo and Claire, please come up the stage, please. Let's welcome them.
Jo and Claire, we would like to give you several things. This first one is a scrapbook. It contains testimonies, letters of people Mike has worked with, people has evangelized, people he has inspired. These are letters of love to Mike, and we're very happy to give this to you. This one is a compilation of some of his talks as early as the 80s. The latest, I think, is 2012. His words have been very, very powerful and inspiring, and so we're very, very happy to give this to you, especially Claire, if you listen to your dad's voice inspiring us. We hope that this will also inspire you as you move on in your life with the Lord.
We're going to present this trophy with Laurel Leaves, representing the crown that the victorious athlete in the olden days used to be presented with at the end of his race. St. Paul, while in prison and awaiting his martyrdom, says to his disciple in 2 Timothy, "The time of my departure has come. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Henceforth, there is laid up for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day, and not only to me, but also to all those who have loved his appearing." This trophy is a token of that crown of righteousness that Mike now wears proudly in heaven. But this crown of laurel leaves is also a symbol of the legacy that Mike has left behind, and that legacy is us. We who have inherited and continue to live out Mike's vision of radical discipleship and zealous evangelization. And so, on behalf of Christ Youth in Action, now celebrating its 33rd anniversary, we present this trophy to Jo Joseph to remember Mike and all that he stood for, lived for, and given his life for. I'd like to read the citation that's there. It says, Michael Patrick P. Joseph Jr., 1953-2013. Visionary, founder, leader, Christian disciple par excellence, who radically lived and gave his life kay Kristo buong buhay habang buhay. From Christ Youth in Action.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of myself and Claire, the Joseph and the Basa families, we would like to thank all of you for this tribute to our dear beloved Mike, and for the love that everyone has shown to Mike and to us in this last 39 days since his passing in October 10. Everything that needed to be said about my husband Mike has been said very profoundly, and that truly is my husband Mike. Many of you here are too young to even remember who he is. I just want you, especially